Okay, well, let's return to a little bit of WarioWare. See how many more of these we can get through. Going into Jimmy Remix number 1. Okay, now we're going into Jimmy Remix number 1. Takes a while to get there with all the, you know, dancing and... Can't believe I missed the duck. It's okay, we have 3 more lives. Should not really be a problem. And even if it is, you know, it's not really that hard to try it again and, you know, does not really take much time. Hey, redeemed myself. Yeah, run for it. Just barely. That's an easy one. Still don't know why you don't actually have control over the, hand like you normally do. Or like you would in the actual game, I should say. This becomes an actual minigame later on. It's like one of the last ones you get, I believe. Oh, 0.1 seconds late.
Hey, come on.
Ah, crap. Okay, I guess it's time to start really save stating now. There we go. Okay, doing better.
Hey, come on.
Of course, I say that and then 2 games go by without actually save stating.
Oh, come on. Hey, come on.
That one I'm not even sure if you can fail if, you know, you do it early or not. What the hell? Like, if you... Oh, okay, so yes, it will go away if you do it far too early. Why the up button was not working the last time through. Very weird stuff sometimes. Okay, this boss. The punching, or punch-out thing again. Except now we get... Well, not now, in 2 more hearts. Knock it off. Now we get the punch, which, if it hits you, it will kill you instantly, so, you know, gotta do that. So, there is Jimmy Remix. Now we get an additional 3 stages, all of which are gonna be even longer than the previous stages. Also, I'm pretty sure we get a new, minigame unlocked by doing that, yes. Skateboard. Turns that little, small, jumping skateboard minigame into a, well, turns the microgame into a minigame. So, you know, that exists now, but who cares? Let's go to Orbulon. Out into outer space. The pig ship. Orbulon's kinda screwed. And so we get to play minigames to help fix, or microgames to help fix things. Okay, so, sending down little alien rabbits to help deal with the impending doom on this ship. Inspect. And yeah, that one. Sometimes it takes a moment to even see what the heck you're supposed to do. Okay, 2 frogs. Oh, did not realize I was supposed to count before the timer even started. There. Takes care of that. Probably wasn't necessary to load the save state, but oh well. We'll just carry on. But, oh. Okay, good thing it was not a, one chance or you fail type minigame. Certainly plenty of those. Haze. Clumsy. Well, the other two do sort of apply at times. There we go. Yay, cup ramen! Why am I saying yay? That stuff is awful. Yeah, the Maruchan ramen. That's the good stuff. Sometimes we get a lot of memory and... or... a lot of memory or... one of these things is not like the other sort of things. That one's always a fun one. I like that one. Oh, it's really handy that you have the arrow in that one. Otherwise it would be a lot more difficult to tell what you're even looking for. And that one would obviously be quite a bit more difficult on the higher difficulty stages, but there, not so much. And on that one you do have to hit the button in order to, you know, actually make it target the cat that you're looking for. We have basic brain teaser puzzle kind of things. And, well, to take that back, this area is not really any longer than the previous areas. Hooker punch. No, hook punch. I'm not Zeta. I don't hooker punch. Hide. So, basic spelling. What do we got for magic? A curse. Okay, and then very basic timing thing for our first enemy. Our only enemy. I'll be damned. I thought that would carry on further. I guess not. So yeah, that was Argulon's area. He carries on to the Geladeria. And we can move on to Dr. Krygor after this.
Hey, come on.
Okay, carry on. Move on. Get on with it. I don't care about the loading thing. Hey! This one's kind of a fun one. Not really, you know, any parallels in the rest of the game, but, you know, if you actually have two people again, it would be one on the R button and one on the L button, so it would be kind of awkward. But, you know, you just poke the things and try to conk each other on the head with giant things. Yeah, it's another... oh, crap. Jump cut, I suppose. So I thought I had saved it out here in the menu, but apparently not. Moving on. Okay, off to Dr. Krygor's lab. Cutscene time yet again. Oh, right, sort of stopped paying attention there for a few seconds, sorry about that. So yes, we are, you know, in toilet times for reasons. Oh, right, button mashing. So I guess I haven't really nailed down the theme. I should have actually read what it was at the beginning there. Maybe we'll be able to figure it out. So far it's mostly been button mashing. So I should have hit the button when the cat's eyes were... That was a thing. Yes. Just barely made it. Okay, hitting the D-pad for whack-a-mole in, you know, Super Claymation. Don't know what kind of thing that was. Spraying water. But anyways, boss stage, we're already almost done with this area. Right, this thing, the eye lasers. So I just gotta, you know, eye laser everything to death and it all works out. Yeah, this is not one of the more difficult boss fights, to say the least. Uh-huh. So, Dr. Krygor is cured, or at least, you know, no longer in a bad way. Well, not in a bad way physically, he's still kind of in a bad way with the state of things. So much for Krygor Labs. And, well, that gets him off to the gelateria, so, you know, nifty. Saved by a bird. Really don't see that often. Birds are sort of the, you know, ultimate evil of video games, it would seem.
Hey, come on.
Okay, so that wraps up Dr. Krygor. And I'll just, get that there. Yes, the hurdles. Very, very basic. You hit the L or the R button and they jump. So it's just another one of those two-player minigame things, which is okay. It's not really that great, it's not really that bad. I would say Dong Dong and... they named it Dong. Wow. Dong Dong and Chicken Race are the better of the two-player minigames. And skateboarding is probably the best of these. Well, we'll get to the last one later on, but probably the best of these other single-player things. I'm just going to take a quick video break, and then I'll get back to Cat. And further on, obviously that'll be a Wario stage, and that's the final stage, so we are nearly done here. Okay, let's carry on with more WarioWare. Going down to Aya's story. This one is quite a lengthy cutscene. So, for once I'm actually going to go ahead and just do this, because it's really freaking long, and, you know, it is longer than, like, any two others combined, and it's also quite loud. Like, you would think for a traditional Japanese thing they got going, would not be so loud. Hurry it up now, and, you know, eventually we get... Okay, here we go. Other interesting thing about Aya's area, it does not use the music like the other areas. It has its own special song thing. Also, many of the microgames are traditional Japanese, while others are just sort of weird. And yet others are just repeats. Because that's what this game does. It didn't really come up with wholly unique things for each and every person. I'm not even sure if the, you know, later ones would do that either, but either way. No. I love that one. It's just like, as soon as you realize it, it's really quite nice. Yes, faster. Possibly Ikuze, or possibly Hayaku. Something along those lines. I am not quite certain what that kanji read. Okay, it's an interesting one. And of course, one of the problems with LPing a game of this style is that beyond reacting to the things that go on every 5 seconds, it's kinda hard to commentate on. And anything you might have to say about a particular game, you gotta say it really now, frickin' fast. Because by the time you're saying anything, the game's already over and you're on to the next one, so it's a bit of a challenge. And the last kanji I sort of knew, that one I don't recognize in any way. I just barely made it. Let's go ahead and save state every once in a while. We're already at 19 stages. So, another thing that's worth mentioning, Aya's stage is really freaking long. And again, it goes by fast because microgames, but still. Get out of here. I think that might be the boss marker. Yes, that is indeed the boss marker. So it's a jumpy floaty guy boss. Don't know if we need to erase all of the clouds, so I'm just going to sort of assume that the goal here is just to reach the right side of wherever we are. I guess we're in front of Mount Fuji, but still. Also, music is kind of far from traditional Japanese, as is the things going on, so another one of those things where gameplay and stage kind of diverge. Okay, so we have saved the prince, which I would have assumed they would use a Japanese honorific, but nope, he's a prince. And the evil skeleton warlord has been defeated. Here we go. And eventually, somehow, Aya and her little friend Kat will make it over to the gelateria. They just sort of randomly head over. There's no real plot-related reasons for why or why not. Okay, so that unlocks Jimmy Remix number 2. Go ahead and take care of that. More dancing. Not really much more dancing or particularly good dancing, but can certainly be described as more dancing. There we go. Whee! We made it. Snow ones are fun. Damn it, missed it. Okay, this one and that one. Okay. I guess we start on the second level of difficulty for all these, or maybe even the third one. Oop. Hold up. Okay, slight interruption there, but we are good once again. No, we are not letting the watermelon fall down for whatever reasons.
Hey, come on.
And once again, only just barely made it. I like how it doesn't punish you for, you know, pinching more than 2. Yeah, again with the just barely. Ah, wrong. I did not mean to click there. Damn it. Yeah. The music is taking a turn, but dire. Especially when things like that happen.
Come on.
Blue. I guess it's more of like a teal or a cyan or something along those lines, but still blue-ish. Okay, so punch-out times again. And it's not really all that hard, even still. So that was Jimmy Remix number 2, and now we can move on to the final area. Because, you know, Microgame, really short, all in all. Okay, so that unlocks Wario and also the paper airplane minigame, which I would still say that skating board is better than paper plane. We'll get to those later though.